Because we're exploring South America, of course we had to go to Buenos Aires. We spent a month there, and this is how much we spent.
Yes, we're going to go through the numbers here in a second. We're going to talk about our accommodation, Ubers, how much we ate. We ate a lot of food. But we are exploring big cities. We are interested in big cities because we like the freedom of not having to own a car. We like the convenience of larger cities. So this year we've been in Bogota, of course, Santiago, Buenos Aires, Montevideo, Lima, Peru, and we're still exploring other places.
And we're doing these budget reviews because we want to show you guys how affordable or how expensive it can be to visit these places for a longer period of time, in this case, a month.
Hi, first up is the accommodation. Where did we stay, Whitney? Where did we stay?
We stayed in the Palermo neighborhood, really close to the botanical gardens, and it was everything you could expect from the Palermo neighborhood, which it was a lot of restaurants, the bars that we didn't visit, but we walked by, lots of grocery stores, and a really nice neighborhood to get lost in while we were walking.
Yeah, it was like there was like walking in every direction for like at least, thinking of miles, like 2 or 3 miles. But how much did we spend? So we stayed it was a very nice apartment, newly remodeled, and it came out for a whole month, $1,246 for our entire stay. It had a washer.
It had a washer, it had a full kitchen, which it was difficult to find in Buenos Aires, of an apartment that had both a full kitchen and a washer together.
In a nice area like that. So that's how much we spent. This is an older building, but a remodeled apartment. So the finishing and everything is really nice. Buenos Aires has a lot of mosquitoes.
Bunch.
Look at this thing. We've been killing mosquitoes left and right. Hold on. This is how we've been doing it. They got some alcohol and we just come over here.
Oh no.
No, you looked resistant.
It died.
Okay, we got it.
So how much did we spend in food?
On food, so groceries was actually lower than expected. It was $380 for the whole month, but eating out was pretty high. It was $892 is how much we spent on eating out. The highest transaction was $109. That was either the Michelin star restaurant or the
Other hotel restaurant.
which I think they were both basically $100 for eating in those places.
But we don't mind spending this much money on eating out or groceries because food is very important to us. We try to feed ourselves really good quality food. We tend to eat a lot. It's something that we both like because we are also very active. So we need to feed our bodies and we are constantly hungry.
Yeah, and keep in mind these numbers that we just quoted is without alcohol. We don't even drink alcohol. So that is literal food consumption. It doesn't mean that we don't make like unhealthy choices, right? So, we did eat tons of alfajores when we were in Buenos Aires. Those were freaking delicious. We did have a milanesa.
We did try the milanesa.
Which is, in my opinion, basically a chicken fried steak for those of you who are in the States. And that's a fried food, but yeah, we don't really eat a lot of like bread or pasta or rice
or fried
foods because we want something that's, more the whole natural real ingredient. And sometimes healthy stuff is just more expensive. So that's why our eating budget tends to be a little higher.
Yeah, although the meat in Buenos Aires was pretty cheap, it was pretty affordable. So our meals at home tend to, they had really large pieces of steak, and that was pretty good.
All right, let's talk services. So the first service was phone service. How much did we spend on phone service?
I don't know.
It's on the Excel. $35, only $35 for two eSIMs.
It was actually really easy to get cell service in Buenos Aires, easier than any other countries that we've been to. We just walked to the Claro store, we showed up our passports, and then 10 minutes later we had our eSIMs with high-speed internet. Excellent service in Buenos Aires for foreigners.
Yes. The other service, let's talk about rideshare and Ubers. How much did we spend on rideshare and Ubers, do you think?
Maybe $150.
It was $198.59. And we did 45 transactions. Half of those are probably tips, so it's probably more like 20 transactions.
Yeah. And I mean, we can take public transportation, but because, we work during the week, a lot of times we just want the most convenient and the faster thing. So we don't have to get in the train or the subway or a bus. So we can just get to the destination quickly and we can get back home quickly. So we can go to bed because we value our bedtime and our 9 hours of sleep.
And I would say considerably $193 compared to what life is in the United States, that is very cheap. You would not get away with where we have lived before we started traveling the world in Dallas, Texas, like $200 on current transportation. Yeah. Like filling up a tank of gas is like $40 easily, $40, $50. And you fill up your tank of gas at least 3 or 4 times a month, and then insurance is about $120 for like just the basic liability stuff. Anywho, I could go on and on about that. So, services. Let's talk about recreation. So we only did one recreation purchase, and that was the gym, Always Gym. It was $45 for a month's access to the gym for the both of us, and that was really affordable. I liked that price a lot, and it was a good gym.
Very affordable for a month, and it was walking distance from our apartment. It had everything we needed, and it was pretty empty in the morning. So
activities and the fun stuff.
Hey, look, in Buenos Aires you can literally get away with not spending any money in activities. There are so many free museums, free cultural centers, parks. I mean, the city is so pretty. You can walk everywhere. You just pay with your feet and the calluses that you get. That depends on the shoes that you bring.
Yeah, but let's talk about the things that we did spend money on, and I think maybe you should check out as well. But we went to a drum show called La Bomba de Tiempo. Did I get that right?
La Bomba del Tiempo.
And it was an awesome drum show. They do it every single Monday night. It's a very local thing. It was only like $6.50 just about per ticket per person, and that was probably my favorite thing we did actually.
I mean, you're a musician.
Yeah, so I liked it. The next activity that we paid for was the El Zanjón tunnels, and it really just gives you a glimpse of like just the overall history of Buenos Aires, and you get to see some special hidden tunnels that have been discovered since, and it's pretty fascinating. I would say that was one of the most interesting tours I've been on in a while. Check it out. You can't take photos of it, so you literally got to go there and see for yourself.
We also visited La Recoleta, the famous cemetery where Eva Perón is. Well, she's not there, but her mausoleum is there. And we just walk around looking at all of the statues and mausoleums. And
it felt like a city of cemetery. That's what I thought. Tango show. You got to see a tango show in Buenos Aires. We chose to go to Cafe Tortoni, thank you, because it was a smaller stage and we were like in the front row, seeing everything happening right in front of us. So I've heard a lot of people have the experience where they sit up way high and they can barely see what's going on the stage, but it's a huge, massive thing. But this one was just a couple, like 10 or 8 dancers or something like that.
Yeah, it was smaller and it was also cheaper. And another reason why we chose it is because it was earlier in the night. It started at like 7 p.m. The other tango shows will start at like 9 and go till like midnight. And we're too old. We go to bed at 9 p.m. So
9 p.m. is our bedtime, so we were like, 7 sounds better.
Of course, we visited the Teatro Colón. I really wanted to go there because there is a Teatro Colón in Bogota. I don't think you know this.
We haven't been there.
We haven't been there, but I went there when I was little to see a couple shows. And I just remember, it was so pretty. The one in Bogota is so pretty. But I always heard that the one in Buenos Aires, it's just immaculate. And it is.
Yeah, it was glamorous. I think that's the word, glamorous.
It was spectacular. You get a tour of the museum. I really wanted to go see a show there, but the only tickets that were available for the time that we were in the city were for opera, and then they were all the way at the top. They were standing. So we couldn't go, but maybe next time.
Next time. We went to the Boca Juniors Stadium.
The Boca Juniors Stadium tour.
I know nothing about football, so I was like, who is this?
Well, me either. The reason why I made us go there is because my little brother, he's really into soccer, football, and he likes Boca Juniors. So like we went there and we took a bunch of pictures, sent it to him. It was mostly for him to see the pictures.
To make the little 12-year-old jealous. And then, of course, Dune was out by the time we were visiting Buenos Aires, so we had to go see Dune. That's a ticket that we spent. And then we did some other random things that I don't think are worth noting, but the total cost for the tickets and entertainment and all that was $291 to do everything that we just told you, you know? So it was a good experience within a month's time. So I think that's a pretty good price.
So tell us, what was the total cost of spending a really fun month in Buenos Aires eating alfajores almost every single day while we were there?
Well, I'm the one who does the budget and manages the money, so like, of course I know the number. So what do you think we spent that whole month?
Let's see, we spent $1,200 in accommodation, $800 eating out, $300 in groceries. So
you can literally do the math.
I'm gonna say $2,980.
Oh, you're so close. $3,090 is how much we spent, not including any airfare, which came down to be like $103 a day. So basically $50 a day per person.
Which is still cheaper than living in Dallas, Texas. And we did a lot more than we would do in this city because there is nothing to do in this city. But we'll get to that when we make our Dallas city review.
At the time of recording this, we're in Dallas, Texas at the moment. We had to come back to do some practical things and renew licenses and passports and things like that.
You know, adult life.
Adult life, normal legal stuff.
Thank you for watching. We're still dreaming of alfajores. We wish we could eat them every single day. Thankfully, they're not as available here in the States. So they're just in our mind. But we'll see you next time.
We are getting one of these guys to ride around in the park. See, there's a family right there. That's what we're going to be doing. Whitney wants to steer, so I'll just be recording her. We'll see if we crash into anybody. See if I can catch up with those cyclists. Nope, don't think so. I'm pedaling as hard as I can freaking pedal on this thing. Whitney's not helping because she says it's going too fast. Oh, I'm gonna stop. How are they going so fast? You wanna catch up? Like, we're gonna race. We're gonna actually race. Let's go. Go, Whitney, go. Pedal those little feet. You can't even keep up with it. Look, it's because they're going so fast. Look how fast they're pedaling.
This is better.
We honestly thought that we were gonna go faster, but people who are just jogging or simply walking are going faster than us. Here, it goes faster this way.
There you go. I don't have to pedal anymore.
You do have to steer though. Please steer.
Just kidding. Come on. I'll pedal.
Hi. Pigeons everywhere. Whitney almost hit this man on a bicycle because she started turning towards the pigeons. We almost crashed with the pedestrian. I like his style. He's got a tennis racket and a bicycle.
He's my kind of person.
That's our type of people. Oh. It's taken us like 20 minutes to go around in a circle of something I think we could walk in about 10 minutes. This thing slowed us down. Although it's been as fun as it can be, we are experiencing regrets. A couple regrets. Too slow.